Today is Sunday, it's June the 27th, and I'm here with another day of Loon, but it actually isn't going to be a day in the life vlog where you guys follow me around and see everything I do in a day. So sorry if that disappoints any of you guys, but I decided to do something fun. I've kind of wanted to do this for a while, but I've been so busy with school, it just hasn't worked out. But hey, it's nice out today. Got all my other responsibilities done, and I thought, why not? We're gonna go out and do some abandoned exploring again today. Now, it's not really abandoned, kind of more of the dead mall kind of thing. I love the dead mall videos that people do. They are so interesting to me, like shopping centers, malls that just used to be so vibrant and busy and popular, and now they're just dead pretty much. And so I'm just gonna go out and do this. I'm actually gonna revisit some places that I went. The first place is somewhere I actually went about 2 years ago, and I did a video all about it. However, there's a lot of you guys who are new and maybe didn't see that and maybe just want an update. We're going to the Sunrise Center, which is a shopping center in Zanesville, kind of towards the east side on Route 40. It is kind of towards the Cambridge area. It's out that way. It opened up, I believe it was the early 70s. I have more history on that in my last video. It opened up in the early 70s. And seen a lot of growth during the 80s and even the 90s, but as the 2000s kind of hit, it went through actually foreclosure and ended up at the sheriff's sale. And unfortunately, they have just lost a lot of their tenants out here, so it's kind of taken a big, kind of a dip. I have a lot of memories out here. My grandma worked at the Sunrise Center for many years, and my mom worked at the Sunrise Center for many years, so I just have a lot of history out this place. And so definitely I like to come out and kind of just look around and see what's changed. And definitely a lot has changed. And with it being Sunday, there's not really anybody out here, so it's the ideal time to go ahead and do this video. So I'm excited to do it. Yeah, so we are here at the Sunrise Center, and I'm just gonna dive right in. I'll give you guys a little bit of history and my comments and my thoughts, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's just dive right in. All right, guys, we are now going to head on over into the Sunrise Center. So the Sunrise Center opened up in 1975. I imagine probably looked a lot like this upon opening day, because I don't think they've done any cosmetic changes to it. They opened up with 2 anchor stores at the time. What you're seeing right here was a Sunrise IGA grocery store. Those used to be a big deal, like independently owned grocery stores. So it was a Sunrise IGA grocery store. And then there was also, this was a department store called Hex, which I think was just like a Kmart or something like that. My grandma actually worked there. So it was like a department store. And so that was in 1975. During the duration of the center, really in the 80s, it really boomed. During that time, there was a Rite Aid pharmacy that opened up, a Lazy Boy furniture gallery, a hair salon, a Lazy Boy furniture gallery, I think I already said that, a Family Dollar, a clothing store called Jeans Up. Just so many different stores opened up. There also were some restaurants out here. And there's also a gym called the Field House, which is thankfully still there to this day. So a lot of stuff, really awesome things happened out of this shopping center. It really was a hub, especially for the East Side community and people who live off of Route 40, because it takes a while to get into town, really from this point to get onto Maple Avenue, which is pretty much where all of the main retail is at this point. So this was a big advantage for this community on this side of town. So big changes did occur with the Hex store closing when they kind of filed for, well, I don't know if they filed for bankruptcy, when the company kind of unfolded. It is a defunct company now, so they shut the location down. A 5B's kind of store slash factory opened up inside of it for a while, and they eventually left and expanded over to a bigger warehouse location factory. And then after that, the Muskingum County Senior Center moved in. It occupied there until the late, 2015, 2016, around that era. And now a distribution center has opened up there, as a call center or something. So at least there is life over in that building. And then as for the other anchor store, the IGA, it closed, I believe, in 2013, something like that, after being there for almost 40 years. I believe it was 38 years. So that was definitely a big blow. But thankfully now a Habitat for Humanity Restore opened up in its place, which is a store that resells furniture and things like that for really good prices. So yeah, so the anchor tenants are filled, and that's always a good sign. When you got your anchor tenants filled, that's really good news. Unfortunately, when you lose a grocery store, though, with the loss of IGA, there really isn't a grocery store too close to the East Side community. So thankfully, Family Dollar very shortly after renovated the store to include a bunch of groceries. Look at all that freezer, refrigerated. I don't know if the other Family Dollars have quite that many grocery products. So really great. And they have lots of grocery items, paper goods, just miscellaneous stuff. Really a good asset. Now, unfortunately, the Family Dollar and the Habitat for Humanity are like the only main retail stores that remain. Now, there is a super awesome business out here. I'm so happy to see that it's still here and it's actually expanded. It looks like they took over 3 different retail spaces. I know they took over the old Rite Aid store. They took over several old stores and made it into one. It's called Midwest Communities, and they create jobs for individuals with disabilities. And they're able to like create projects and stuff, and then they resell them. So that is a really awesome business. I don't know if you can just walk in here and buy something or not, but it is like a place where they do that. So really awesome. They have seen some major blows out of the shopping center, though. The Affordable Dentures, which I still am baffled why on earth Affordable Dentures did this. They had this great office located right off of I-70, right at the Sunrise Center, their own standalone building, their own nice doctor's office. And they left, and they have a smaller place now. Not a great location. I don't know why they'd leave their own standalone building. Look how nice this was. It was a really, really nice place. I actually was in there once with my grandma. And it's just like, I don't know why they'd leave. It's really stupid. Now out here, they still have the Knights of Columbus, but they're actually trying to sell a part of their building. So that's really not a great sign. They do have, ironically, the things out here are all service-based. So they have like 2 different dog grooming and dog kennel services, stuff like that. There is a hair salon and a natural doctor, chiropractor. And they do have like a call center office for a heating and air company. So that's good. But basically all they have out here now is services. There's still several vacancies, like right here, the Sunrise Cinema 5. This actually closed, oh my gosh, at least 20, 30 years ago, and it's just set empty. Somebody actually did try reopening it, and their plans failed. I'm not sure what happened, but their plans did fail. They were going to like renovate it and redo it, and it just did not work out, unfortunately. So yeah, there is that. The movie theater is still empty. There also was a restaurant out here. Apparently this changed hands several times, and it is pretty rough. Like, these people, I'm amazed. You'd think they would like have a sale or auction or something to get rid of all their merchandise. But like, these restaurants pretty much just up and left everything they had. You'll see another restaurant legit did the same thing. Absolutely insane. This all has pretty much remained the same from 2 years ago, except they did fix somebody shot at the building and busted through the window. Thankfully, they did fix that. But otherwise, it is all still the same at this little restaurant. The sign, as you're going to see here in a second, is really messed up. They need to probably just rip it down. But yeah, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But there's also an abandoned bank. That was actually a spot where they were parking like trailers and stuff, but they stopped doing that. Now it's just empty and back up for lease. Unfortunately, there's been many people try to make a business out here, and it just doesn't work. And I think it's honestly the location. This is kind of off the beaten path unless you live on the East Side community. Here's a peek into a restaurant. This was once a Chinese buffet. Then it became a pizza place, and they never changed the tables or anything. It's just like kind of stayed the same. It's really crazy. But unfortunately, a lot of people have tried to make businesses out here. It doesn't always work. But they've done a good job. I'll be honest, they really have done a good job. The Habitat for Humanity, having those anchors filled, the Habitat for Humanity in that one like call center that the distribution place uses. You know, they do still have the Knights of Columbus part-time, I guess, out here. And then they have like the salon and the natural doctor, and they're actually doing a decent job, I gotta say, for a place that was like a mall kind of thing, and now they're turning it into service-based. They're doing a decent job, and I think it's awesome that they were able to get the, kind of merge some spaces together, like for the Midwest communities. I just think that's awesome. I'm glad they did that, and they were able to still go on, so that's great. 2 years later, I am pretty impressed. I didn't get a video. There also is a Park National Bank over here, so there is still some good things over here. I'm impressed. Go Sunrise. All right, guys, back from Sunrise Center. That was so cool. I loved going there. Good memories out there for sure. I can't believe it. It's so cool to go back out there. Like I said, I kind of have a lot of memories because my mom worked out there. And so I remember like at their office, there was like a break room. For some reason, I was there, and I remember going and watching the Rugrats in Paris and their like VCR. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. And then we'd like go to the IGA next door, into Family Dollar, and just memories, such memories out there. I remember going there with my grandma to that dentist, the denture place before, just like a lot of memories. So yeah, loved going to Sunrise, and glad I got to film. So yeah, but we're gonna do another dead mall, because Zanesville, how many dead malls do we got in this town? We are at the North Point Center, which is a shopping center that's very new, way more new than Sunrise. It's actually opened in the early 2000s, so I think or actually mid 2000s, like 2005. And it had a bunch of anchor stores, so many stores, and unfortunately, this place has seen it. It has seen a major decline. I can't even believe it, because it's a nice shopping center. But I feel like Zanesville, I don't even know, especially with it being in the winter, it's so cold. Who wants to walk around outside, trucking around from store to store? That's why I prefer the enclosed mall, because you go in one door and everything's all in one place, and there's no walking in the cold or anything like that. So I'm going to walk around, and I'm going to just show you guys a little bit of how this is now. I'm sorry, it's so hot. It's so hot. It's almost 100 today. I'm going to just walk around and show you guys kind of what's going down here. I would say it's 50% occupied, if that. 50% occupied, if that. It's crazy. For a newer outside shopping center, it just didn't work here. Like, especially places in Columbus, like the Easton Town Center, and other places have outdoor strip malls. I guess they just do better. I don't know why it failed here, but it's pretty much failed here. So let's go look around a little bit at the North Point Center. All right, so the North Point Center opened along State Route 60 in Zanesville, Ohio, off of Frazeysburg Road. It's very, very close to the Colony Square Mall, so a pretty decent location. It opened up with several anchors, including Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx, Kohl's, a PetSmart, a Dollar Tree, a Home Depot, a Shoe Carnival. So many things. So many big tenants came out here. A lot of tenants left the Colony Square Mall, including Maurice's and Payless Shoe Stores, to come be at the North Point Center, because these outdoor shopping malls are supposed to be really popular. However, this place just has never taken off, and there's even spaces that look like they were supposed to end up being like made for storefronts that just never came. One of the first closures to hit the center was the MC Sports. This unfortunately was a bankruptcy kind of thing. The whole company unfolded, but they were one of the bigger tenants out here, and they ended up shutting down. And unfortunately, their store looks like it's kind of struggling a bit inside. It has been rented out by like a Halloween store seasonally every year, pretty much for the last several years. But yeah, this is the old MC Sports. You know, it is normal to lose a big tenant like that. It is. However, this place pretty much was doomed when two of their big tenants pulled out to go move to the enclosed Colony Square Mall, if you can believe that. They went to the older enclosed mall that everyone was fleeing from to come here. It's crazy. TJ Maxx and Shoe Carnival both announced around the same time that they were going to leave North Point Center, these, nice stores, and go relocate to the Colony Square Mall. Personally, I'm happy with it, because I'd rather go to the mall anyway. Everything's under one building. It's easier. It's easier than walking all around. It's kind of a pain to walk from, each side of the shopping center at North Point. But they did pack up and leave. This was the old TJ Maxx you're looking at here. And when those two places pulled out, those were big tenants. Really strangely, they literally played like musical chairs. Shoe Sensation moved out of Colony Square Mall to help make room for the Shoe Carnival. Guess where Shoe Sensation is now? They legit moved into the old Shoe Carnival. Like, for real. That is so stupid, but that is what they did. I am assuming our mall got bought out by a new company, and I'm wondering if they lowered rent or gave them some deal to leave North Point. I don't know how true this is, but the rumor has it is that the rent at North Point doubled after COVID. So I don't know. I guess they left before COVID, but I don't know if the rent was really high here or what. But a lot of people have unfortunately pulled out of this shopping center. Several other tenants have left, including this Sleep Outfitters. This is I probably when a lot of the foot traffic shut down with the, TJ Maxx was right next to it or right by it. It probably shuttered a lot. There literally is like a whole wave, a whole side of this shopping center that is empty. This is inside the former Sleep Outfitters store. So they lost the Sleep Outfitters. It's absolutely crazy. Now, some of these closures are not due to the North Point Center. It is just due to national closure, including this Payless shoe source. Payless went through doing liquidations during bankruptcy protection and shuttered many stores. But this Payless did hold on until the end of the company at their North Point Center location. And it's crazy. They still got the signage here for Payless, the little decal. The inside looks like you could just pack on up and move right in if you were a shoe store. Like, seriously. This is a really nice Payless, too. So it's really unfortunate that this one had to shut down. But, yeah, kind of the end here of the Payless shoe source. And then the local newspaper rented a space out here, but they shut down. They very recently, this was out here the last time I filmed, they did end up closing this, which is super weird. I don't know if again, it could be due to that leasing thing. If that leasing rumor is true, that could really make a lot of people close. And then the most recent thing that shuttered was the Hobby Lobby. Unfortunately, you can't see a whole lot in the windows because they pretty much stripped the store out of all the fixtures. But they did move to a new location. You guessed it, right by the Colony Square Mall. I don't know why they're all fleeing to the mall right now, but hey, I love it. It's an outside location at the mall where the former Kmart store was. They actually built a little bit of an addition because they share it with Big Lots. But yeah, the North Point Center has lost so much, and it's really weird because this is the kind of shopping centers that seem to be doing well now. So yeah, there is kind of the story with the North Point Center. So yeah, guys, that's kind of all I got for today's vlog. I had fun. I love going and looking around at these abandoned places, and especially getting to share it with all you guys who've never been to Zanesville and probably never will. But you get to kind of see the abandoned stuff that we got and kind of how they've repurposed it. I like that they're not just, that some of these places aren't just sitting around deteriorating. They are getting new life breathed into them, and that's really nice. That's a good thing. And I enjoy it. I really do. I enjoyed this today. I hope you guys enjoyed this today. It was a lot of fun. Just super, super awesome. There's other places that I would love to show you guys eventually. Unfortunately, some of them have already been boarded up. Like at the mall, they had a Garfield's restaurant, and that sat vacant for abandoned, just outright abandoned at the mall for a long time. And they didn't have really a gate or anything. The booths were all along the mall wall, so it just literally sat there for months and months and months. Booths, tables, all the fixtures, all the decorations that Garfield's had in it, ketchup and mustard just sitting on the tables for months and months. And I wish I would have been on YouTube when they closed, because I would have totally filmed that would have been amazing. I might have been on YouTube but not into the abandoned stuff on YouTube. I don't even remember when they closed. But yeah, now all you can see, they put a huge board up, so I assume it looks the exact same inside, but the mall totally boarded that up. For the last several years, it's just boarded up. The only way you can get a tiny little peek into it is through the window. There's a mall on the exterior entrance. There is still a window. So I almost went and looked through it, but I thought, do you guys really care to see in one window? I don't know. But yeah, I was able to show you guys the Sunrise Center, the North Point Center. I so wanted to do Long John Silver's, but like I said, you don't ever know with people anymore. And the fact there was just 2 cars there, nobody in them, I didn't know where they were. I just was I think I made the right choice just foregoing that. So yeah, we're gonna call it on today's video. I do hope y'all did enjoy this. I know it's not my typical vloon. We got 2 more real vloons tomorrow and Wednesday. You guys are gonna see it on Tuesday and Wednesday, the rest of day in the life vlogging. So I will be day in the life vlogging those 2 days. We won't change it up anymore, but I genuinely did enjoy getting to do this today, just checking out these old abandoned places that mean a lot to me, where I've spent a lot of time, for sure, especially the Sunrise Center. That one has a very cool memories, and the fact that it's so old and abandoned, that's what I love. It looks like a time capsule. It looks like it did 20 years ago, probably even 40 years ago. It's so neat. So yeah, that's all I got for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.